Morning, guys. Another day, getting after it. Don't mind the bedhead. Early morning, just trying to sneak out to the shop, get a couple hours in on this bike before I got to take the kids to ball. But yeah, got a bunch of parts here from Faster Minis and Factory Mini Bikes. Gonna get this 110 here all decked out with some new mods. So stick around. Hope you like what you see. All right, we'll just start from the one end. We got the Tusk hour meter. He needs a new rear tube. So we got a rim lock going in there with that. We got the D&M rear shock, wider foot pegs, new grips, Faster Minis shifter, Tusk brake lever, Sick 110's brake pedal, new rear fender, chain roller, dampening rods, new fork seals, heavier fork oil. We got the frame cradle, shift shaft brace, and these guys here, this is going to be the mount for his light bar and the new light bar switch and a new chain. So there's the list. Let's get it. So off camera, I remounted this light bar. I'll try and put a clip of what it used to look like before, but this was the old light bar bracket. It mounted right on top of the triple clamps down below, like that, and then the light was hanging off the bottom here. It just stuck out pretty far, so customer wanted to redo this to clean it up a little bit. So there we have it. I just got some handlebar mirror clamps that just mount to the handlebars there. And then yeah, I was able to reuse all the existing brackets. So we're gonna wire in a new light switch to clean everything up, get it all up on the handlebars. All right, here's my Amazon special. New light switch. I put one on my CRF110. Been super happy with it. I've had it on there for probably 3 years or so. No issues that way. So there she be. This little switch illuminates too when it's on and off. So anyways, we'll get that mounted up and wired in. Let's leave that loose for now until we figure out where the new grip's going. Okay, time to get this thing all wired in there. Hey, time to figure out what he's got going on here. I think it's time to get the voltmeter out. Alright, so I did a little bit of splicing off camera here, but yeah, we're gonna get going with soldering up some of these wires. Well, got it all wired up, on, off. I did most of it off camera because I got distracted and forgot to hit record. So anyways, there we have it. Here's the push button over here. Nice and clean. Alright, old shock, new shock. These D&M shocks are pretty sweet. Not super expensive compared to going with like an Elka or something like that. You actually got some dampening adjustment on them. Different spring rates you can get. I think I went with a 250 pound spring for this rider, but I think they go up to like 350. Anyways, there we go. Let's get this bitch in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're missing some bolts here. That one's backed right off. Just in time for the frame brace. Thanks, Tusk. Alright, almost wrapped up with this thing. All I got left to do is the fork seals on this guy. Gonna get some dampening rods in it, some heavier fork oil. Yeah. What we've got done is a longer brake cable, relocated his light bar, new thumb switch on the handlebars, got a broken brake lever, new grips are all wired on there. Put some beefy foot pegs on there, CRF110's brake pedal. We got the peg bar frame cradle on underneath. Got a rim lock and new tube in the rear tire. We put a new shifter on there, got rid of the OEM one. Got a shift shaft brace on there. The shift shaft was already bent, but I was able to straighten that back out to get the brace on there, so no issues with that sticking. What else did we do? Got the D&M rear shock on there. I think this is a 250 pounder. Yeah. Sure, there's something else I'm missing, but yeah, this thing's just about ready to rip. Just about time to get the pit bike track going and get the band back together. Stoked.